My name is Therese Rosenblad. I have been working at Life Academy for about 20 years, and I have had this great opportunity to see most of you. Darden, I haven't seen, but hopefully I will see you in this program later on. I will be working as the project manager for this program. And Kristina, who are you and what will you be doing?
Yeah, my name is Kristina Landfors, and I work as a senior consultant in renewable energy and energy efficiency at Anthesis. And I've been working together with Life and also as a CEO for Life for some years. But right now I'm a consultant, and I've also been leading some of the previous programs. And I will be part of the team that will plan and do the training for this program that we are to share information about really soon. So I'm happy to be able to meet with all alumni and also looking forward for new participants to meet. And Louise, you're also an important part of the team.
For sure.
Yes, I always struggle to find a spotlight for myself. I'm not sure. My name is Louise Stadius. I'm the communication officer at Life Academy, and I've been working here since 2020. So unfortunately, I haven't met any of you, but I've heard about some of you at least. So it's very nice to meet you. During the program, I'll be supporting on the learning platform that we will be using, and also technical support during webinars, etc. And hopefully join in on Sweden Week for some support.
Yeah, and you're the one that have been preparing the nice brochure from this program, and I saw the link that you added in the chat as well. So you do a lot of different things. Yeah.
Contact me if you need program information. Thank you.
Very good. Now it's time for me to share the presentation. Just to take this from the beginning to make sure that you're in the right place right now. Right now, we will have the information webinar on our newest program, our Sustainable Energy Systems program. That is very new of its kind. And what we will start doing is to talk a little bit about the target group, because what we are targeting on in this program is high-level decision makers working in energy companies or in ministries. We want these people to join this program to really be able to make an impact, and by doing that, they need to be in the right level. So this is who we're looking for. And what is kind of new with these programs is that participants from any country are invited to apply. Because before we have always had SIDA deciding which countries we are more or less allowed to invite. But now it's open to anyone. So which we find very exciting. Sweet, Christina. Christina says yes. Very good. So then I will continue with the program in short. The programs we have had earlier have been quite long, 1 to 1.5 years. But this time we are making them a bit shorter. So they will be 3 months in total. And they will start in September and then finish in November this year. We will have 3 online webinars in the introductory phase, and these will start in September and continue up all the way until we will have the 1 week program in Sweden. And the 1 week program in Sweden will be between October 12th until October 19th. So it will be Saturday to Saturday. We will also have 2 online webinars in the final phase, which will be after the Sweden phase, and they will be held in November. And then during the program, we will have, of course, comprehensive online reading material for self-paced studies, which we will start handing out as soon as you get accepted. Then we will give you lots of exciting information to read up on. Just to look in a little bit on the program description. Kristina, would you like to lead us through this?
I can do that. So this is like in short the content of the program. and of course we will start make use of the skills that will be in the program, so to learn from each other and leading experts in the field of sustainable energy systems. And from previous programs we know that the participants are also important as teachers and to share information and experience from their own country and organization. So that will be as not only led by experts. And the program leans on Sweden's outstanding journey of innovation and sustainable leadership. And that's also important to have an opportunity to actually see a development where growth is coming together with high goals for sustainable development in the country. And the program will cover crucial issues for a country's future development. This includes seeking the answers to following questions. What does the green transition mean for a society and for a country? How can a sustainable energy system contribute to economic, social, and environmental sustainability? And this is, of course, the three very, very important aspects that comes together, and that will be an important part of the program. And we will try to provide tools, knowledge, motivation, and networks to confidently initiate the sustainability transformation of your energy system. So it's not only about knowledge and understand how you can do it, but also to find the motivation and also the networks that will support that development. And the central outcome will be that every participant will create a draft to a roadmap for how to start a transition towards a sustainable energy system in the country, of course, starting with your own organization. So this is very shortly what we are aiming for with the program. Do you want to add something to this?
No, I think we will have more information coming up very soon.
Perfect.
So during the introductory phase, which will be online, we will have 3 online webinars. And what we will do during these webinars is, of course, have an introduction to the program, to the objectives and presentation of the staff and the participants. Because even if it's online, we, as Christina mentioned, we know that we usually have very, very skilled and experienced participants. So of course, we want you to be able to benefit from the fact that you have all these experts with you in this same group. Even if it's a shorter program, we want to really take advantage of this. We will also have the participants to get an introduction to the various aspects that affect energy systems, because this is the whole idea. We will focus on the sustainable energy systems. We will also get the participants to have an overview of the state of the climate change, the current sustainability regulatory landscape, and the most common sustainability frameworks. We will also offer and have skillful experts who will guide you through different energy sources, such as hydropower, solar, and wind power, and the advantages and disadvantages with the different systems. Because you need to know this in order to see what combination do we need for our country or my organization or my ministry or whatever it might be.
Maybe I could adjust shortly to that slide, Therese, because I think it's important to point out that this is not like a very technical project. It's not like the wind power project when you actually go quite deep into the wind power technology. This is more of a holistic perspective to have an understanding how a sustainable energy system could look like, starting with the specific aspects of your own country and the need, the demand, and also the prices, the energy mix that you have today, and that transformation will be quite different from country to country. But of course, we can learn from each other. But I think that's important to point out. It's not a very technical program. It's more to have the bigger picture, so to say.
And with the time limit also, that's why we're not going deep into different details.
Yeah, but I think it's more to have the understanding with the pros and cons, as you were saying, for the different systems, energy sources, but how to put them together and also the grid integration, things like that, that actually is really important.
Yeah. So why should you actually visit Sweden? Well, there is, of course, a whole bunch of wonderful people that you will meet. But except for that, and except for all other things, Sweden is ranked as #1 in the global sustainability rating in 2022. We're rated #2 in the Global Innovation Index in 2023, and ranked #4 in the Global Connectivity Index in 2022. And as every country, we are of course very proud of this, and this is why we share these numbers as well. But in addition, Sweden has also a leading position in the EU's ambitious work on becoming the world's first climate neutral continent by 2050. So we're hoping that we will be able to make that. And the European Green Deal is a very ambitious package of measures that should enable European citizens and businesses to benefit from sustainable green transition. And this is where we want to contribute, right, Christina?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sure. And then Sweden is also taking a lead, reaching a 60% share of the gross final energy consumption from renewable resources. This is the numbers from 2022, and this is compared to the average of only 23% in the European Union. So we want to have you look at these numbers.
It's like we are bragging a bit, Therese, isn't it?
It's almost American. We're
Yeah.
becoming American here now. Swedes are usually very, very shy and yeah. But now we have to show that we're pretty good. So, and another reason for coming to Sweden is that we will spend our first couple of days in Stockholm, being the capital of Sweden. And Stockholm is, for those of you who have visited, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful city with lots of water, old, beautiful buildings, and lots of history. So that's another good reason for coming. And as I mentioned before, the Sweden Week is October 12 to October 19. What will happen is that hopefully you or someone you know will arrive on Saturday, October 12. We will go easy on you on the arrival day. But then Sunday we will have offer you sightseeing, and then you'll also have free time in Stockholm. And in some countries, Sundays are quite slow, but not in Stockholm. We like to have everything open, or not everything, but a lot of things open. So you will be able to do a number of things on Sunday as well. So Monday, Christina.
Yeah, we have seen the city hopefully, and we are starting to actually do the real work during the Sweden phase. And we will start with framing the week, have some introductions, maybe introduce a bit to Sweden, because it's in some contexts it's a different country. So it might be useful to have that information since you are spending 1 week in Sweden. And we will dive into understanding strengths and weaknesses of the energy system in your countries as a foundation for continued work throughout the program. So of course, you know the energy system within your country. We will do a bit of deep diving into that, also to be able to compare between countries and so on. And that will be in the morning, and in the afternoon there will be a team building activity, and we will visit the beautiful archipelago of Stockholm, exploring with your own eyes the nature and water exposed to a dedicated work of protecting the nature. So I think most people that are visiting Sweden realize it's quite clean, and the air is clean, and it's easy to visit the forests and so on. And maybe we can have some of the people that actually is joining this meeting to confirm that it's actually true. And we will spend the afternoon in the Stockholm archipelago to also have some nice time together. So I think that's all about Monday, isn't it?
Yes. I'm jumping over to Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we will focus on the sustainable circular city of the future. But because we think at least parts of Stockholm the majority, but also parts of Stockholm really shows this in several different ways. And we will also be able to see with our own eyes how courageous leadership can transform cities to become sustainable through the knowledge and dedicated work, because that's what it takes to make a sustainable city. And how to strive towards sustainability and devoted teamwork of many actors of the city. We will also spend the day outside in the city, making different study visits to see and explore the green sustainability transformation. Because it's one thing to talk about all these things, but it's completely different when you see it with your own eyes. And then you can also ask questions. How did you come here? How did you manage to do this? How does it work? And these are questions that we will be able to answer when we are transporting ourselves in this beautiful city. Any comments, Kristina?
No, I think it's fine. Yeah, I agree.
Very good.
And then we have the Wednesday, and this is actually a photo from a previous group attending a program on renewable energy, just heading off for the study visit in Eskilstuna. And we will also leave Stockholm in the morning to go to a nearby city called Eskilstuna. And the reason for that is that the Swedish Energy Agency or Swedish Energy Authority is located in Eskilstuna. And they are working quite a lot with different policies, of course, and frameworks to ensure affordable, reliable, and sustainable energy services. And I think it's really nice to be able to visit them. And they also have their own test lab. So they are working with the labeling and market control for energy efficient lighting and appliances. And this is really an important part for energy efficiency and maps to minimum performance standards and so on. And it's usually quite appreciated study visit, and the people working there are very eager to share experiences and so on. So it's more of a familiar atmosphere and not really visiting an authority, I would say. So I think that's quite nice. And we will also try to visit a municipal energy facility. And in the evening, we will arrive in Karlstad. And the reason why we want to visit a municipal energy facility is that they are really strong in Sweden. The municipalities is not like something on a very low level, because the municipalities are the one collecting most of the taxes, and they are also providing a lot of services for the citizens. So in Sweden, they play a really important role. It's not decided that much on the national level, but more on the local level. So that's the reason we also think it's really interesting to see how they are working, and they also are taking care of waste and combine that with energy, waste to energy, and so on. So I think that could be quite interesting as well. So late in the evening, I guess we will arrive in Karlstad, and that's our hometown where we are situated right now. So today's Louise and I have the office in Karlstad, and that's about 300 kilometers from Stockholm, something like that. And we'll use a bus traveling there. So, and next day, Therese, what will happen on Thursday?
Well, hopefully we will wake up, because, you know, our Karlstad, our city, is known for its sun and its sunshine. This is October, however, but maybe we get to see beautiful stars at night instead in October. Well, we'll see. But anyway, Thursday we will start in Karlstad, and we will focus on group work exercises to create understanding of the decisions that need to be taken and what we need to do in order to hand over a sustainable world to our children. So we have quite the task ahead of us to do on Thursday. And then we will have continued coaching to develop your roadmap, because this is what we will work with, of course, and this is the goal. We will do so by getting help from leading experts within the energy systems area throughout the day. So there will be a lot of hard work during Thursday. Then we're going over to Friday.
So if Thursday is hard work, this is Friday is more about exploring. It will be a day dedicated to the future energy system. And we will make sure to visit a private company acting as a role model to other companies in the private sector. and to see how they continue to make business decisions based on sustainability in every part of their company. And they really see this as a part of the success of the company. It's not something you do because you have to do it. It's really the core business for the company. And we will also visit the municipality of Karlstad. And they are really important to understand the importance of having dedicated politicians and civil servants working together to build a sustainable future for its citizens. And I think there is a lot of things to learn, not only when it comes to renewable energy and energy efficiency, but also about transparency and how we can involve with the citizens to sometimes make decisions that is a bit like parking lots is a big decision in Sweden. How can we actually make use of that space? And not all people are happy when we are trying to limit the possibility to park within the city, or maybe it could be good in the long run, and or build bicycle lanes and so on. You have to sometimes also have brave politicians to really have an understanding on the vision for the future. So I think that will be quite interesting as well. And we would end the week with a concluding dinner with music, culture, and networking activities. Hopefully, a really, really nice evening together. So that's like the whole Sweden face week, I would say. And what will happen then?
Well, then we have one more day, which is Saturday. And Saturday is the day when it's time to depart from Karlstad, or maybe you plan to extend your stay in Sweden, and this is of course at your own expense. And we have added some ideas on what you can do if you would like to. And we said, why not take the chance to see the sensational northern lights or experience the colorful autumn? Because in October in Sweden, the trees are changing colors, and it's magic. It's like walking into paintings when you are out walking in nature during this time. It's a little bit chillier, but it's beautiful. It's silent and all these wonderful colors. So if you have the time, do not miss out on this. But of course, you can also visit our neighboring countries like Norway, Denmark, or Finland, because it's very easy to get there. Either you go by bus or by train or by boat. We don't recommend plane because it's not very sustainable. But please do so, or plan this if you have the possibility, because as we write in the last sentence, Scandinavia is a very safe place to visit and explore. People speak very good English, and it's very easy to travel around. So if you have the possibility, take the chance of doing so. Would you like to add something to this, Christina?
No, I think you added a nice picture showing how it could look like in October. Yes. It's like the trees are changing to yellow and orange and so on. It could be quite nice, but a bit chilly.
Yeah. And we have very many ideas on what to do. So if you're interested, please let us know and we will guide you. Then we're entering the final phase, which is the final 2 online webinars after the Sweden week. And Christina, I think this is something that you would like to talk about.
Yes, thank you. And this will be like focusing on creating strategic roadmaps, and we will focus on gathering all the knowledge and insights from the first webinars and also the visit to Sweden, and use that information and knowledge to create these roadmaps to implement sustainability in your organizations. So we'll try to not leave you just with a lot of new information, but also trying to develop that into something that you can actually work on when you arrive back home and after the program. And this roadmap is supposed to contribute to the development of strategic decisions, developing sustainability and green transition of your energy systems within your country. And the workshops and learning materials are a continuation of the last day in Sweden. So we will continue the work that we are leaving you with in Sweden and trying to pick up the threads from that to set the strategic goal, how to communicate about sustainability, how to work with change management, and how to integrate this roadmap into the policies to promote a green transition. So, because sometimes, you know, when you go to a training, you have a lot of new information and inspiration, and then you go back home and then you realize that there has been a lot of work piling up, and it's really hard to actually start using this now new knowledge. So we hope that we will support you in by working with this roadmap, so it actually brings a change to your organization. So it's not only a training that is nice, but it's also part of the development of your organization. So that is what we hope to do in the last 2 webinars before ending the program.
Very good. Thank you, Christina. Then I will jump over to a bit more practical information. As you might be aware of, the last date of applying to this program is August 5 or 5th. And the selection of the is expected to be completed 1 week after the closing date of the application. So we will try to do this as quick as possible. And when this is done, Life Academy will contact all applicants. And then we will need the full payment to be made by September 2nd. And then the program fee for this program is $4,300. And this covers the full program training, the study visits, and expert coaching activities, as well as the study program literature, videos, lectures, and documentations. However, travel to and from Stockholm in Sweden, airport transfer, visa fee, and travel and medical insurance are not included in this program fee and are expected to be arranged and covered by the participant or their employer at their own expense. Participants are also responsible for obtaining visa, and we know that in some countries this is more time-consuming and more difficult, so we recommend you to apply as early as possible when you have received the acceptance notification. And this is, of course, if this is needed for the Sweden week. If Alex is flying from Ireland, maybe he doesn't need this, but you never know. So this is good to know that you also need to arrange your own travel and medical insurance. This was usually done prior by SIDA, and we took care of everything. But this has changed with this. The program starts with access to the online learning platform from the 2nd week in September. So this is, pretty much the practical information that we feel that we need to share.